Okay, we're live.
Oh, hey,
Hi. This is so
everybody.
unexpected.
Yeah, I know, like every day at noon. Welcome, everybody, to Trailer Talk, where we break down the latest, awesomest, coolest, dopest trailers that there ever was, or sometimes they suck, and we tell you that too. I'm Drew, Pagan with us, PJ, Grouchy Pants, and Stephanie. We're just gonna jump right into this. I mean, it's Thor: Love and Thunder. The fourth Thor movie. Listen, what other character has had four solo movies?
It's
Is
a
there
movie.
any other?
It's not a series. I don't know. I actually didn't watch the trailer.
Iron Man?
No, he only had 3 Iron Mans.
True. He's
Right?
only had 3 Iron Men. Yeah.
3 Iron Man films, and then you got axed.
He is the best. He is the best
Captain
superhero,
America?
though.
Captain
No.
America only had
Only
3:
2.
Winter
3.
Soldier,
3.
Civil War, and the original, first Avenger. Thor, out of all the first Avengers, gets a 4th film. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Chris Hemsworth.
Batman.
Like, really?
That doesn't count. It's not a Marvel movie.
Nailed
Get
it.
out.
Nailed it. Do you count Justice League? No.
Superheroes.
No. You do, but not for Marvel. They're a
Not
separate
for
category.
Marvel. Yeah.
I like Thor, so I'll be nice this week.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yay.
Yay.
Man,
Well,
if you read last week's comments, I did sort of get butt raped in those comments.
I don't know if I would call it butt rape, but you got.
You know what? It hurt my feelings. Those
hurt your butt
everything. Yeah, it hurt my all those comments, and
Yeah.
I just want to say, go fuck yourself. Who cares? wait, Drew, wait.
With a smile on your face.
I'm doing it with a smile, so it tells people I'm
You
just
gotta
kidding.
be southern about it, mate. You gotta be like, well, bless your
Y'all
heart.
go fuck yourself, because I have an
Yeah.
opinion
Bless
too.
your
If you don't like it,
Bless
I
your
could get
heart.
you get it. Who wants a middle-aged man shitting all over their show? But yeah,
I
been there, done that,
Yeah.
bought the
Watch
T-shirt.
And I learned what "bless your heart" really meant. I was really bummed.
Middle-aged.
I always thought
You're
it was a
middle-aged?
compliment.
Oh my God, it's not.
Well, no, but if I'm not a grandpa yet, so it could say your grandpa shitting all over your stuff.
Yeah, I think you just own it. Go full grandpa on it.
Yeah, go full
That way-
grandpa.
that
It's
way
the
when
white
you
hair.
Are angry. That way, when you are angry, they'll be like, he's just old and
Just an old angry man.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't.
It's like we were
matter.
talking
Yeah.
earlier with the booze and Pagan says, like, I'm afraid when I'm that 80-year-old guy, I'll just be mad at everything. I'll just be fucking pissed.
You're on your way, mate.
Yeah, I'll just be that
You're
guy.
you're just practicing for when you're in your
Life experience does that to you.
It's like or yes, or you just were born that way. One or the other. I
No,
don't
I
know.
used to be. I was a happy kid.
Oh,
What's the
Pagan
countdown?
Forgot to go live
Yeah.
on
Well,
Riverside.
that's the first time I'm doing it, and you're not doing it. So you just tell me to do it.
know.
Okay.
I
Now we're
thought
fucking-
you were a pro.
Right.
You were a
Wait,
pro.
so now we're live.
No, we
Well,
have,
no,
we
we
have
were
been live
live
this whole
live.
time.
We
It's
have
just
been
that we
live,
haven't been
it's just-
recording on this section.
Now Stephanie, when she
Yeah.
does the podcast, though, she'll have to figure something out.
It was so great. So then on the show, so on the show, it won't have me telling everybody to go fuck themselves. Then
No,
It
we'll
won't be recorded.
find a way to bring that in. We'll find
yeah,
a way.
we'll make it work.
Don't worry.
You
It's
can-
on the
you can
internet.
rip
It's
the audio
forever.
from YouTube.
In post.
For sure. We'll
make
fix it in
work.
post.
Thanks, Steph.
So
Sorry to make your heart-
Thor: Love and Thunder. This is again, like I said, the 4th Thor movie. He's if you don't remember, at the end of Endgame, we see Thor like take off with the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, he's off to kind of like soil his oats, I guess. We're not quite sure his purpose, but he sort of like he leaves New Asgard, which is now on Earth, and to Valkyrie. Tessa Thompson. So
King Valkyrie.
Tessa Thompson's the king of New Asgard. Thor and Korg are traveling with the Guardians to explore the galaxy. And I'm assuming the Guardians are sort of like, we got to go find Gamora. But I doubt that features into this at all. So what's Thor up to? What's he been doing? What's going on here? He's got Stormbreaker. The last thing we saw was Thor's hammer and get exploded in the 3rd Thor movie, Ragnarok, which was great. Taika Waititi is back again after Ragnarok as a director helming this film. So, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, Taika as Korg, Taika Waititi as Korg, Natalie Portman's back as Jane Foster, Russell Crowe is in this playing Zeus,
Ugh.
Tessa Thompson. Valkyrie, Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Star-Lord. Jamie Alexander is back as Sif, which is great. And Christian Bale is the bad guy playing Gorr the God Butcher. I don't know what that is or what's going on there.
EJ,
so-
thank you for the
Happy
soup, man.
Marvel.
$9.99. I love that number. Thank you for the soup, EJ.
Dude, thank you, mate. Thunderous
EJ.
couch soup.
That-
Hell
that-
yeah.
It's for
He's
PJ's
bringing
feelings.
PJ.
Do you see that? Me and EJ were buds because we rhyme.
You do. It's a
PJ and
PJ.
EJ sitting on
I
a
like
tree.
it. Gorr,
Nice, so cute.
Corey.
Alright,
Yeah, and we got a lot of people in the chat. I'm hoping if you're a member, by the way, you can call into this chat and give us your POV on the Marvel things. We're not Marvel experts. We're fans. So if you got something to add to this, except for maybe Steph, she's pretty experty.
I'm not an
kind of
expert.
PJ can't spell Marvel, and Pagan's a Snyderverse
But I'm
fan,
still
so
an expert.
Fuck
Listen,
you. Snyderverse is amazing.
No, it's terrible. So
This is my Snyderverse.
so why don't we just jump right into it, and then we can kind of give our first impressions on this.
Let's
bad
do
boy.
it.
Let's do it.
Bring the thunder.
All right, I'm gonna press
And the
play
lightning.
in.
And the lightning.
Thunder from down under.
Thunder.
I don't want to press
If that
play now.
song's
This is
if
great.
that Imagine
Oh wait, I
Dragons
gotta pull the
song's not
trailer
in
up. Hold
yeah,
on.
pull the trailer up.
like a missed opportunity, right? Thunder, lightning, Thor.
Missed
A lot of
opportunity.
songs
Trailer
have been
song.
used.
I mean,
Raining Men.
they just couldn't
It's
afford
raining
Imagine
men.
Dragons.
Yes.
It's raining. Okay, wait, I don't have the trailer. I'm sorry. I'm
Glory in her,
unprepared.
for sure.
I apologize. Hold on.
Okay, you let me know.
I started playing it.
I'm ready.
All right.
Count her down.
3, 2, 1, play.
Running.
Oh, that was a cool cut.
His hands were
Oh,
once
that's
used for
awesome.
battle.
He's running from his feelings.
Now they're but humble
Viking.
tools for peace.
Yes.
You just
I need to
buried the
figure
puppet.
out
That's pretty.
exactly who I am.
Oh, those eyes are dreamy.
Is that Forrest
My
Gump?
own path. Live in the moment.
I love it.
My superheroing days are over.
It's a great font.
That was cool.
Swashbuckler. Whoa.
There he is.
Remember what I told you?
Dude, that's cool.
You ever feel lost? Just look into the eyes of the people that you love.
You love Mantis.
What? Just listening.
All right. Oh.
Did you see those biceps, Joe?
Right?
Are those
Natalie
real?
Portman be working out, yo.
Are those real?
Wow.
Oh, did she get ripped for this? Did Natalie Portman get ripped that I don't know about?
That's kind of
I don't
that's
know.
kind of
I
like
don't
the
know.
prerequisite for a Marvel film. You get jacked.
You gotta get jacked.
Listen, if look at, I love Natalie Portman. If she was covered in shit, I'd lick her clean and offer her a towel to dry her down. But does
you go.
she
We have
not look
There's a
like a
quote.
kid in an oversized Halloween costume? I'm sorry.
She
I
looks
mean,
so
outside of those
regular.
arms, there I go again. PJ shitting all over it. Look at, I love Thor, but and I love Natalie Portman, but that shot, I don't know if I would have
It
picked
doesn't
that
look
shot.
complete to me.
It's a great
The like
shot.
the visual effects, like I mean, like because it's I've seen like pictures of her already. Like they've leaked images with that same look, and like the eyes look weird to me. But this time I saw her arms. I'm like, why are her arms airbrushed? And then I'm like looking at her face. I'm like, her face is airbrushed.
It's all airbrushed? No,
Oh,
don't
really?
do this to me.
It
Don't
looks
ruin
like
the
it to
fucking-
me. Like so I don't know
Chad
if
May.
it's just blurry.
Chad May.
Creed says they're called it Chad May.
That's
That's
amazing.
funny.
Chad
Oh,
May on
wow.
Twitter, apparently. That's funny.
Listen, to me, this is everything. This is everything how I want a superhero movie to be, and I guess that's why I love Thor. I love the comedy.
Alright.
I mean, it's up there with, I like Iron Man, and I'm
Yeah.
not being nice because of last week. It's a coincidence. I just of all the Marvel ones, I like Thor the best. I don't know why, and it just looks like I'm going to get more of that. One other thing, okay, if I'm going to be a little bit negative. Don't you find it weird when they bring the other characters, like when they're bringing Guardians of the Galaxy in, and they're in there together? Doesn't it remind you of like when you used to see your teacher at the grocery store, and you'd be like, "What are you doing here? You live in another world called school. What are you doing in the grocery store?" It's just
Yeah.
always jarring for me.
Yeah, well, I think I think the Guardians and Thor here work well. So after when Taika Waititi took over, Thor became very more comedic based. Like Ragnarok's very almost a comedy, right? There's
Yeah.
obviously action in there, and Guardians has that comedic element as well. So I think blending the two of them, it fits. Versus if you were to bring in something as like dark and deep as like I don't know, Black Panther or something where it's not comedic, to put them in this film might not jive as well. But I think it kind of works here, right?
How do
'Cause
you pronounce the
Star-Lord's a
writer's
goof.
name? How do you pronounce that?
The director,
Yeah,
Taika
director, I mean.
Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
I'm
Waititi?
pretty
Taika
sure that
Waititi.
if I'm butchering that, I apologize.
They brought in Jennifer Robinson to help write. Did you see that? I would
No,
love
who's
to know the
Jennifer
logic
Robinson?
behind exactly. She had a canceled MTV show. She's come in to write on She wrote the 2019 Netflix film Someone Great. She's got a TV series come as an executive producer. I'm like, how does she get tapped to come in and be a writer on that script? That's the part of Hollywood that always makes me go, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it could be like some writers are really good at writing like a female perspective. Like, so if they looked at it and Taika is like, I don't know, I'm just speculating, complete speculation here. But if
Because
they're
he
like,
did say it's a love
Natalie's
story.
lines feel a little bit stilted or something, they hire Jennifer to come in and like make her, make the dialogue a little bit more relatable, from a female perspective. Again, complete speculation there. I have no idea. Well, I mean, what are your first thoughts? Pagan, go.
I mean, this looks fun. It looks like it does what it says on the tin. Like, it doesn't look like a movie that you're gonna take too seriously. It just looks like a bit of crack. So yeah, I don't know. This looks like a good. It looks like a good time. The fucking
A bit of
sound
crack?
is so good. Yeah,
Did you say a bit of crack?
Yeah, a bit of crack.
I want to party with
Yeah.
you.
No. Hold up. Crack in Irish means fun or good times.
Good times.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, different crack.
Don't ask for crack in LA then when you come visit.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. I'll just be like,
I
oh,
mean-
where's crack, lads? And they're like,
Or do. I don't know.
Or do.
no,
Gotta share.
CRAIC. So yeah, this looks like a bit of fun, bit of good vibes. I really enjoyed the trailer. I loved Guns N' Roses. That was so good. I thought that was really well timed.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of settings. Like we were on a boat. There's some pirate with blue hair. She looks great. Then
Totally,
we had
yeah.
like the
She
floating
does.
city, the floating like ruined city or something. Then we had
Yeah.
Zeus up on high, and like I mean, this looks like a lot of money. This looks like a lot of
the
money,
money.
and I'm down. Also, I love Korg. Korg is
Yeah,
my favorite.
right?
Yes.
To
His
make a
pants.
correction though, they licensed that font from Get Good.
Ah,
Totally. That is
Totally.
like
Yeah, that looked like something I edited. Yeah.
Where
yeah,
we got
it's
money.
like the 80s vibes are dripping here and it's great. Which is totally CouchSoup.
Yes.
We love the modern 80s look.
I love that
We
cut in the
inspired
beginning as
them.
well, though, of the trailer, like of him at like different ages and stuff. That was fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then he bursts into
Yeah.
flame. Like it just looks really
There's
well done.
some interesting things, like it's a very like he's using in the montage, running montage, just a quick tidbit, he's wearing the Thor helmet with the wings, which is
Yes.
very comic booky, not very
Yes.
Marvel cinema. So which is
True.
it's very classic outfit, black with the gold discs. Very different than the outfit we see him wearing later, which is like a hyper colorful. There's like a shot of him on the ship, or like where he's holding Stormbreaker, and it looks like it's creating a rainbow bridge, which it can do, which is dope.
Yes.
Which is so cool.
Which we've never like seen. Like we've seen him come into the rainbow
No.
bridge, but we've never seen him like actually like channel it. So that's cool. But we see him also wearing like a new armor. It's very colorful, like gold and blue and reds.
I
and
like
it's
it.
like it's shiny. Very cool. Okay, Steph. Well, why don't I go? And Steph, why don't you go last? Because I think you got a lot to bring to this. This does look really cool, but I'm like, a fourth Thor movie wasn't something on my like Marvel bucket list. I guess I kind of
You'll take
I was-
11 Spider-Man movies. What the fuck?
Well, but only.
True.
Good point. Good
Yeah,
point. Yeah, I guess I was hoping after in game, I was thinking like the main characters would sort of like be like guest superheroes on like other introductions of like kind of what we've been seeing, like sort of like there's a Hawkeye show, but it's more about introducing Kate Bishop. There's we haven't really seen like Ant-Man really come come up. I guess there's a new one coming. But like Doctor Strange, we haven't really seen a lot of him, so I understand like this new era is kind of like
Yes.
Doctor Strange centric, with the multiverse.
Yeah.
And now we have this like Thor movie that's sort of like this movie feels separate from whatever else is going on right now between the Doctor Strange thing going on, like the Spider-Man No Way Home, like with the multiverse and like where everything's been heading, like the Scarlet Witch stuff. So I don't know how this sort of fits in to the larger picture. It sort of feels like he's out doing his own thing while meanwhile like Doctor Strange trying to fix the multiverse. Or maybe this does tie in. I have no idea. That's just a teaser trailer. But I guess I don't know. I was sort of again hoping that these movies would like the main Avengers, I guess as you were, like Captain America, Thor,
Yeah.
Tony, Iron Man. They would all like kind of like the step back, right? But now we're being delivered a Thor movie where he's the main character again, I guess, or maybe Natalie Portman's the main character in this. I have no idea, but yeah, I guess that's my first thing. It does look good. It does look fun. Taika Waititi is hilarious. The dude can write. Like the guy can. He's a master craftsman, and he can write some great dialogue. So I'm just excited. I think it'll be a hoot, but I just don't know how this fits in.
How long has Disney owned Marvel? How long has Disney owned Marvel?
Over 10 years. I
For a
think.
long time.
I think that's the reason why the costume is that color is because it matches the toys better. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
Disney always makes everything bigger and brighter. It fits their
Yeah.
model better. The dark and gritty just doesn't work for them. I mean, there are exceptions, but it really looks like they're leaning towards the kids and the toys. And that's why I think Natalie Portman looks like she's wearing a freaking Halloween costume in the thing. Because
Well,
you're gonna be able to go to Disneyland and buy that
Buy
outfit.
a toy for sure.
Yeah, I'll push
Exactly.
back on that. I'll push back on that a little bit, only because I think a lot of the times Marvel's pretty smart. They're not just going to make something just because it looks like it's going to sell a toy. There probably is some homage to like an old comic book look. Marvel has always been colorful, right? Like it's never been that dark and dreary. For the most part. I mean, there are exceptions, but
DC's a little darker.
but I think I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Thor's comic book line, but that outfit probably does pay some respects to the older, like a comic in some way. I would assume, but
Yeah.
And Stephanie, I
Well,
mean,
and I feel like-
you found all that, right? You found that from the comic.
Yeah, I found like a few things, but like I'm not obviously like an expert. I haven't really read comics. I've just seen images. I can't read.
Well, just before you get into that, because we're on the comic book thing,
Yeah.
and you sent me this comic earlier.
Oh yeah.
So I'll show you what it looks like in the trailer. So this is that clip from the trailer, and just that there is actually ripped straight from the comic.
I think that's so cool from a design standpoint,
Right.
and for whoever created that, drew that comic originally. Like I think that's really cool to see your work, like, and they matched it, like even the blood dripping, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So there's definitely like I think a lot of detail put into this.
True. So I think that on
so
Drew's
that
point, like it definitely could be.
yeah.
more
So
comic book
that's
related.
Yeah.
Thalagar, the behemoth. He's a god. He's obviously a dead god here. I guess in the comic book, in
The big white
dialogue
guy?
The big
The
guy.
big,
Yeah,
the
the
big
big-
snow
the-
guy?
Yeah.
the big
Yeah.
snow
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah, he's a friend of Thor's. Thor's sad.
Yeah, Thor is
Yes.
sad. Well,
Yeah,
he's sort
he's
of
sad.
like
Friends.
Thor's
His
sad.
friend.
It's his
Yeah,
friend,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, apparently this is sort of Gorr the God Butcher. This is Christian Bale. He apparently is out killing gods, and that's
Yes.
sort of
He's
the
gonna
premise of
scene
this
steal. He's so gonna scene steal. I love him.
I love him. I don't care if
He's
he's
gonna be so good.
You don't mind,
Christian,
Steph?
I mean,
Oh, I love Christian Bale.
I love him. He's so
he's
good.
Batman. He's Batman. Come on.
I mean,
how is he doing?
he's got a
What is he doing
reputation
here?
of being a bit of a dick on set, but I think just because he brings
Yeah.
his A game to everything.
He does, yeah.
He's a master. I don't.
Can we talk about one thing though about the whole Thor thing? Natalie
Well,
Portman
Yeah. Okay.
always felt to me uncomfortable in the role of Jane. Never
how so?
seemed to not just didn't. When you look back at her filmography and all the things she does, obviously stepping into a superhero role is kind of, not something that she did a lot of. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my own personal experience or her baggage, that every actor brings to something. But one person I always thought was miscast.
Yeah.
Love her. Don't get me wrong. I love her.
I'm not sure they quite had chemistry like Hemsworth and her. I don't know if it just didn't seem like the love chemistry was quite there.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
they kind of. Unfortunately, I think the first two films she was kind of there for like a plot device. It wasn't a well written character at all, like in the first two films. And I think by the time the third film came around, she's not even in the third film. Like they've
Well,
changed.
look at Matthew Snyder says. I thought Portman expressly said she didn't ever want to do another superhero movie.
Did she say that?
Maybe
Yeah,
the
she
price
might
is
have.
right.
That's what Matthew's saying, and Matt's telling careful, PJ.
honestly.
Matt, I love Natalie, love her. Just questioning that casting choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved her in the first one. I think the second one, was a weird movie to me, like all the way around. And then with Ragnarok, it felt like Thor kind of got rebooted. So maybe her character will have better writing and maybe they'll have better chemistry in this new one. Because I do
If
kind
she
of
wears that suit the whole time, is it even her?
It's me. I'm just kidding.
Look, it's me. I'm gonna be next to Chris because I love him.
Steph, what's your take on this?
I love it. I mean, there's a lot going on. When I was first watching it, I was like, oh, this feels like Star Wars. Oh, this feels like Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, this feels like Rocky. Like, there's so many different, like, moments that I felt like were inspired. And I also like spiritual Thor at the beginning. And he's, like, going on his little journey. Like, it was just kind of funny. It's like, okay, how did he end up here? Like, I don't know. There's a lot going on, and I know this is like barely touching the surface. Like, I'm sure the actual trailer will be pretty crazy.
Did Asgard
Give
get
us
turned into
more.
an amusement park or something? Like it's
Well,
Asgard in that one scene there looks like it's people are coming by and visiting.
True.
It's
Like
cruise
taken over
ships.
by tourists. It looks.
Yeah, there's
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, they kind of have like it's on Earth now, so the Asgards have like advanced technology. Obviously, they can live very extended long times. So I think people are kind of like, "What's this all about?" Coming to check it
It's
out.
like an Apple store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I got to go mobile,
Speaking
so
of
I
Kingdom-
might pop in
Oh,
and
no
out
worries.
real quick.
Okay, no worries.
No
On
worries.
to we know that you want to
Ja'Cory is
call
saying
in,
that
so
she doesn't
feel
have.
free. Sorry, go ahead.
Ja'Cory was saying Natalie doesn't have real romantic chemistry with anyone on screen. But what was that one movie she did where she played the stripper and it was all dialogue? That was a really good movie.
Oh.
Where it was inside
am I
or
blanking
Oh,
on
Closer?
Closer, yeah.
Closer, yeah.
You want to get schooled in writing dialogue? Watch that movie.
Yeah, it's a play. It's based on a play.
Oh, it is a play. I didn't know it was a play.
Yeah, it's a play. I
That
don't know. I
explains
don't
it.
know if I really liked the play.
Yeah.
The movie was good too.
Oh.
Yeah. It was really good. Oh, hey, Drew.
Wha-
Oh, hi there.
Hello, Drew.
Roaming with Drew.
Oh,
Yes.
Drew's going to do a home tour. Welcome to Trailer Talks Home
The
Tour.
The
landing.
home tour.
So this is where I go potty.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Oh.
are you sure? I mean,
mean,
the
maybe.
OnlyFans, right?
Oh,
so
Creed
the
mentioned
OnlyFans.
Black Swan. I loved her in Black Swan.
Black
I
Swan's
thought-
good too, yeah.
Yeah, Black Swan was so
I
good.
think Mila Kunis really did well in that film too.
Yeah, I love her too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
stunning. Such a
But
great actor.
their contrast was really well done in Black
Yeah.
Swan.
Yeah, agree.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
And what was that sci-fi one she just did, where her husband's stuck in that bubble? What was that one?
Oh, Annihilation, I
Oh.
think. or-
Annihilation. That was a good
Yeah.
movie too. I like that movie too.
I don't
Speaking
okay.
of good movies, has anybody talking about Hollywood? Has anybody seen? Fuck, I can't remember it now. It's just lost. I just lost what it was. It's Roku's
No.
first original content.
Roku's first original content.
For-
You're kidding.
Yeah, no, Roku's got it, and it's with the girl from Sabrina. You like Sabrina, Steph?
Like Melissa Hart or the other one?
Kiernan?
Kieran.
Kiernan. I binge watched the entire series. It's like it's so good. What's it fucking called?
I'm gonna bring in Erica as well to join the conversation. I know that
Oh, yay.
she had some stuff to say about this too.
Swimming with Sharks.
Swimming with sharks. Ah, yes.
Watch it. Give it a
Yes.
watch.
Yeah,
Hello,
welcome.
how are
Welcome,
you?
Erica. Thank you so much for calling
Oh my
in.
God.
You're like our resident expert.
I was gonna say resident Marvel expert.
I saw that, like, I knew once the like teaser came out, I'm like, they're gonna talk about it, and they know I'm gonna call in.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally. Drew's
Yes.
frozen, but he is frozen in a very flattering
He looks
pose,
happy.
to be
He
fair.
does, he looks so
That
happy.
could have gone so much worse for Drew.
Yes.
Yeah, it usually does.
Am I
It usually
frozen?
does.
Well,
You
you're frozen,
are.
buddy.
You are,
You're
but
frozen in
again,
time.
very flatteringly so. Oh,
But it
bye.
looks like you have a mullet.
Oh, there he is.
there we go.
Hello.
I do
Hey
have a
guys.
mullet.
Hi,
Look, you got a
guys.
little wing
I
out
just
the
got
back
my
there.
mullet
So-
cut. Oh, it felt so good.
Oh,
That's
good.
fitting.
So, Erica, are
break,
you going
break
to
this
enlighten
trailer
us?
down.
I am.
Yeah, break this trailer down. What's going on here? Obviously,
yeah.
we've seen a lot of shit. There's like we got a guy. He's holding a lightning bolt. We look like
I don't
are we
know
in
who that
Olympus?
is.
There's no Greek architecture here. I don't know what's happening. There's like floating
See,
cities, dead
And
gods.
I
Break it all
think we're
down.
not gonna be in Olympus for long. I think we're gonna, just as we get in there and like things are bright, colorful, and we're like, oh, this is amazing. Here comes Gorr, and he's gonna try to kill Zeus.
Who's
I
playing?
mean-
We're not
Zeus,
gonna
did
be there
you
for
say,
long.
Drew.
So who is Gorr? Who is
So-
Gorr the God Butcher?
So, from my understanding from the comics, is it was either like his planet or his family was like under attack, and so he essentially like prayed to the gods or tried to like get a hold of them, be like, hey, come and save us, we're all dying. Eventually, everybody died, and nobody came to help them or save them. So he's kind of on this murder binge of killing the gods because they decided not to come and help save his family and his species. So he's mad.
I get that.
This is very
Yeah,
Kratos.
and
why would
isn't
they
it?
do
Like
that?
it's very.
It is very
Kratos.
Kratos. It is.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why he's killed Falgar the Behemoth. That's why he's gonna go after Thor, because he's titled as a god.
There's an Egyptian goddess in this too.
So
No
There
way.
is.
So any of those lower
Oh,
gods
really?
that you don't know about, they're dead.
Pretty much,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, they're so
That explains a
red shirted,
lot.
it's ridiculous.
Yes, they are.
So, like, who else could we like? What other gods could we see? Like, we see Zeus. Like, are we gonna
Yeah.
see like a bunch of other Greek gods? Like,
Yeah,
what who do you
about
think they're gonna bring out? Like, what guest stars could we see playing
I
certain gods?
I
Walking Dead gods.
secretly hope that they tie in a little bit of Moon Knight with it and bring in some
Oh.
more Egyptian gods, because they just established a whole ton
True.
of Egyptian gods and lore, and that would be perfect to bring in Gorr the God Butcher's trying to kill one of them, and here comes Moon
Mhm.
Knight to help save the day. It would be a perfect tie-in.
It's a great name too, Gorr the God
That's
Butcher.
interesting.
It is.
God Butcher.
Thor and
It is
Gorr.
good, right?
Excellent name.
Yeah, I prefer
Excellent.
Kratos.
Yeah, that is a great name. Yeah.
And reading the script though would have been
I
tough.
feel like I
Gorr
missed
said,
an missed
Thor
opportunity.
said,
I should have.
True.
Gorr Thor.
no, but like you see in the
Gorr,
script, you
Gorr.
get lost. Gorr said, Thor said, Gorr said, Gorr
At
said, and
least
Gorr
Gorr
said. Then
has
Thor
two
said,
R's.
I hope there's a
That
joke in the
helps.
movie with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll help with subtitles on. Well, there's another part in this trailer that I need you to break down for me. There's a shot with a ship being dragged by goats, like over
That
water,
also
and then I think we see
confused me.
the ship go
Yeah.
going into
I don't know what that
Olympus.
is.
Like, what's happening? Why are there goats pulling a boat?
I don't know, but I
It's
love
just-
it.
Have we jumped the
It's
shark?
his goats.
it was a
That's
dream
in the
sequence.
comics.
It's just a dream sequence.
I mean, it totally could have been. And I haven't had a chance to watch like my usual like breakdown videos, so I don't have any theories as to that yet, other than like, oh my gosh, I want more.
It's his
Because
goats, I think.
That's
Of goats or the-
hilarious.
If you
Goats
if
is
you
giant
if I don't know if you can do this, Pagan, if you can bring up the
trying to
trailer
find it.
in like freeze frame on that boat, there's a sign in that boat that looks I'm not shitting you, it looks exactly like the sign from Tom Cruise's movie Cocktail. Like it's like the
Oh my
bar sign,
gosh.
the neon bar sign that he used to have.
Also, that
Oh,
reminds
Dude,
me.
is Tom Cruise going to be in this movie? Is he going to be a
I hope
bartender
so.
on this
If
cruise boat?
anything,
This
he's
goat?
going to be in Multiverse of Madness.
It's a themed cruise ship, so
Well,
they
then
were
he's going to be
doing
in this too.
they were
Okay.
doing that cocktails night or whatever that movie was called.
Kinda.
So while you bring
Oh, I
that
see
up,
it. Yeah, cocktail and
that reminds me of
drinks.
when Thor is using the chains to work out. His hat
Kratos.
says "Strongest Avenger."
he changed
It's
it.
so
and he's fat
cute.
Thor. He's fat Thor there.
He's depressed
He
Thor.
is.
He's
Yeah,
figuring
he's-
himself out.
His-
He's got to work out, baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Matt says
working on
goat's eyes
himself.
creep me out. It's because they go like out this way, right?
Yeah.
They're all
Well,
worried
and
about
they've
getting
also,
eaten, so
like-
their eyes have literally evolved to the side of their head so they can look around.
It's
You
hilarious.
can't really see anything on this ship though. Like you
It's
can't
like
really
up in the
see,
top, like
You gotta like
like
it's
just
up in the
there.
frame
top.
by
Like
frame
you gotta
find
really
it.
like
neon
how
sign,
can I
yeah.
frame
yeah,
by
you
frame
gotta
it?
like really get in there.
I think as you're paused, you can use like the left and right buttons, and it should work.
It's like
Dude,
yeah, that's
There is a
Um,
neon sign.
Mm-hmm.
wow,
There
it
it
does
is.
actually look
Yeah,
like a cocktail
dude,
sign.
I'm not.
Well, they're
I
taking
also
off
saw-
from
It
New
is, dude. It's
Asgard.
the cocktail sign.
Is
It
the
is.
cocktail
It's
sign?
like yeah, New Asgard
Steam
clearly
ship.
has a cruise ship or a bar ship.
Yeah.
Totally.
Maybe it's like
So okay, so
There it is.
oh.
Go ahead, go
Oh,
ahead.
Yeah, it is. That's wild.
Oh, I was gonna
There
say
it
maybe it's
is.
like somebody's
There
like
it
private
is.
ship. Like maybe it's like Thor's private ship or Valkyrie's like little.
Dude, it's Tom Cruise. He's going to be a
Tom Cruise.
bartender. It's his bar
I
ship.
Time to
hope
put
so.
down money.
Maybe that'll be a cameo. Maybe that'll be a
There's a Tom
cameo.
Cruise
That'd be
He'll be-
hilarious.
I'm calling it
How's
right
that
now.
work,
Tom
though?
Cruise is going to be in this movie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. There's just so many
calling it
fun
right
things
now.
because
So
they barely show us anything, and it's perfect.
Mhm.
Like one of my favorite, like I watched a TikTok about this where this guy shows the clip of Emma Thompson, like her like power stance and her suit, and he pauses it and he's like, I simply cannot believe the like sexual prowess and power that she has over everybody that nobody noticed Meek standing in the corner with a suit.
Who?
Because if you
what
pause
is
there,
this?
Meek is
Oh.
standing there in a suit, and nobody's talking about it
Wait, what are you
because
talking
they are
about?
focused. So go to
It's
Tessa
in the
Thompson.
trailer?
so yeah, Tessa
yeah.
Thompson.
So when she's sitting there
Yeah.
in her suit,
Oh,
in
Tessa
the-
Thompson. I thought you said Emma
yeah, I
Thompson.
said
was like,
Emma
she's not
Thompson
in
at
this?
first. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Tessa.
yeah.
Sorry,
I saw
sorry.
that.
That was my bad.
Yeah, bear with me. Meek is in a
Yeah.
suit?
Meek is in a
Oh
suit,
my god. No, but she
It's
looks
so
amazing
cute.
though, doesn't she? Oh my god.
right?
And it's a plaid suit too, I think.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, he's just
Yeah.
adorable.
Oh, that's like-
Doing business.
He's just the
So someone's
cutest.
asking about
all right,
Gorr
I got another
being.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a
Yeah, I got
plaid
another
suit.
question. Like, so on a scale of gods, like you have Zeus, how does he stand up to like a Thor? Like, you know, like on a power scale. Does anybody have any ideas like where Zeus?
For
and-
like
like if Zeus and Thor would have fight,
I
like
think
who would
Well,
win
the
that?
way the mythology works is that the one of them spawned the other. Like everybody's got their Thor matches Zeus, and like everybody's the Greeks board from the Vikings or the Vikings board from the Greeks. I can't remember which way it went, but they all have their equivalents in that Norse mythology, and then the Greek gods. So I guess the Greeks came first, right? And then the Norsemen,
Right.
the Vikings pulled from that.
I think like the
So
thing
so
is, like,
Thor
they
is their Zeus,
they
right?
have similar powers,
Makes
but
sense.
like
I think-
very like actually
Okay.
yeah, like to be fair, Zeus should probably be more equal to Odin, right? Because
Oh,
Yeah.
Odin, that's right. You're right. Sorry, Odin,
yeah,
you're right. That's
Zeus
right.
and Odin should actually be on par.
Yes.
Because
That's right.
Zeus, Thor and Loki are son of Odin, and then Zeus has
Yeah.
spawned all
Yeah,
the
you're
rest
right. You
of
got
those
it.
gods. But similar,
Zeus
like
has a bit
similar
of a-
powers.
Yeah.
Like, do they have
Zeus
equal
has a bit
powers?
of
Who
a-
the fuck
sorry.
knows? It's Greek versus Norse mythology. So
It's
if
true.
you want, I guess, like,
Yeah.
sure.
Rock on, Van
I
Halen.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, and Zeus has like a bit of a gut, so I
but-
feel like he kind of is like showmanship, like he's putting on a show, but I feel like secretly
Yeah.
he's like very lazy, or like he's just gonna be. It's kind of like the facade, like fades
Just like
away, and
the
he's like.
lazy ladies man, just yeah.
Yeah, like he takes it off, and it's like
Zeus is very-
kind of like Cat in the
yeah.
Hat, and like Alec Baldwin takes off his corset, and he's like his stomach just go boom, like like he's probably like really
That-
gross.
That is so something Taika would do though.
Totally.
That totally works though. Oh my gosh, I hope that happens.
Skinny Bones in chat. Technically, Thor is a demigod, while Zeus is a god. That is true.
So who's his
Yeah.
mom then?
She's a witch.
Who?
Thor's mom.
Oh yeah, Thor's mom.
Um,
Eh,
Oh, sugar. I was gonna say something.
I'm
but
blanking on her
sorry.
name.
I'm saying it's been I can't. Oh yeah, but I think that like I don't think they're gonna be like. I think Anduin is correct in that she has correctly guessed. We're probably gonna be in Olympus very briefly. Shit's gonna go down,
right
just
when
to
we
sort of,
really
like,
love
convey
it.
the power. Yeah, I don't think it'll ever be like Zeus and Thor team up or whatever. I think it's just kind of like a, hey, let me show you this cool new god that we're going to introduce to this universe, and then
Yeah.
kill them.
And they
You
kill
do
Finish it off.
see.
Yeah, I
You
think
do
so.
see somebody flying
I don't
into
know, I
Olympus,
think-
too.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
I think there's
feel,
a shot
yeah, I feel
where
like
it shows everybody walking in, including Lady Thor.
There is a shot there. Yes, you're right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's a shot where they're walking into it.
Frigga.
I think it's Korg and Thor, but yeah, it's interesting. So they have to open with the Guardians, right? Like he's been traveling with the Guardians, and and there's got to be something there. Then he has to go on his training montage to get thin. Then he kind of comes back to the Guardians and is like, haha. That's when he like rips off his coat. He's like doing his like, I'm all skinny, bitches. I'm skinny as fuck. And he's like
I'm
doing his
sure-
Are they
thing.
with other
and,
gods there?
I think they're
What's
just
that?
fighting
is
some
it just
random
aliens?
villain. Yeah.
Because you see like a bunch of like the blue aliens, and some of them look like they have like headdresses on. Like, so I don't, unless maybe that's where like Thor was going on his spiritual journey. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
That's the
Yeah.
shot of them walking in.
Well, and I guess I'm having a hard time. Like, is this sort of like, is this the Life of Pi version of the Thor
Kind of.
film, or like, is this like Eat, Pray, Love for Thor? Right? Like, are we like he's on a vision quest, to find
Well,
him,
for Thor.
find his purpose? I'm like,
100%
oh,
it
okay.
is.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And
Is this
yeah.
what I wanted out of a Thor film? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
So far,
on the
yes.
premise of it.
So far, I'm hooked
Yeah.
on whatever this is gonna be. It's gonna be great.
See, I
I'm
miss
confused.
I miss the like overconfident, like I'm gonna throw a mug on the floor, Thor.
Mhm.
Like I miss
Yeah.
that sort of regal
I enjoyed
Thor
that.
where he's sort of like I don't know, like this like I hate to use the word like this is the woke Thor, but like he's sort of like become like this I don't know, version of Thor that is very modern. Like it's a modern Thor, I guess. I want the old school Viking Thor,
Yeah.
So wait, the interweb says that Thor's mother is Gaia, but she didn't raise him. Freya raised him. But Gaia is an elder god. So that means, and if Thor is the mom, he's not a demigod, he's a real god.
I
A
think
demigod
it's
is
just
when you're half
changed
human,
for MCU.
right?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
changed for MCU because
Oh, in
they
the world.
they
Got it.
completely changed some stuff. So there's comic accurate, and then there's MCU.
Got it.
So I think they changed it to just have Frigga be the mom and continue just to have Loki be the adopted one,
Yeah, true.
or else they'd
True.
both be adopted and it'd be messy.
Good point.
Crazy.
Do we think we're gonna see Loki?
So-
Because that would be cool.
I haven't seen the TV show.
Yeah,
so I
it
don't
kind of
actually know where
doesn't
that
feel
left
like
off.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Thor film without Loki, does it? Like it kind of feels
No.
like he needs to like be in this.
We'll
which
see
is,
after
I don't
Loki.
know. I don't think he will be, but
I think there'd be too many. I think it'd be like, I don't know, because you're also gonna have like Christian Bale. You have all of these other gods here as well. I feel like adding him into the mix is too much trouble. You know what I mean?
I can
They're
see
like,
that,
we
yeah.
already have this like the Butcher coming in
Yeah.
and like fucking everybody up. Maybe he goes after Loki at one point.
But are there so many gods
Maybe
because the
a
butcher's going to
post-credits.
kill a few?
Yes,
Those cards
for
would
sure.
be great.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that thing where they're introducing
Well-
a mass array of characters and then they're all gonna die.
And then
from
they're
this
gonna
god
die.
Butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
and
but
you
you
know
also have
they're
to think
all
about it.
gonna
I
die.
just
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Julie.
but it's also character point to like Loki can't be in it because Loki to Thor Loki's dead, right? And that's a big part of like who Thor is now, right? Like that's kind of what part of a reason what's driving him to be who he is, and when the character we know and love, right? So he doesn't know that there's a variant out there that
That's true.
doesn't like the Loki of this universe is dead, so
The secret
I think
timeline
they're going to
Loki.
keep it that way for
Yeah.
this story. Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's
But
a
but
good
is that how this ties in? Is Kang the Conqueror maybe pulling the strings for Gorr? Right? Is Kang the bigger threat here that we find out at
It
the end of the
could
film
be,
here? Is there
because-
something going on?
because there are already some mild confirmations of one of Kang's variants in Moon Knight already. There's I don't know all of the names because I don't know Moon Knight
Spoilers.
terribly well, but it's a patch on the back of somebody's jacket,
Oh.
which is essentially
Huh.
like the symbol. Do you know the name stuff of who his Egyptian god
I forget.
pharaoh was. But Kang was a Egyptian pharaoh at one point, and his like face logo is on the back of somebody's jacket. And one of the writers is like, yes, that's a direct call to Kang. So it totally could be, because his variants are supposed to be everywhere causing trouble.
I think he would be maybe, instead of for Gorr, I feel like it would be pulling strings maybe for Jane Foster.
Ooh.
And her becoming Mighty Thor, because for me, like, watching all these other Thor movies, there's nothing that's led up to her becoming Mighty Thor. Like, in the third one, she's, you know, they've broken up. They're not together. So, like, what is, like, the whole point of her being in this and becoming Mighty Thor, you
They're
know?
adapting the storyline of her getting cancer, and she gets diagnosed with an aggressive cancer, and she becomes worthy of the hammer. So in the comics, this is how I remember it going down, was Thor was visiting Jane in the hospital. She was getting chemo or something, and then Fury says something to Thor about Gorr the God Butcher being right about something, and he leaves his hammer there, and it calls to her. She picks up, becomes Lady Thor, is cured of the cancer when she's in her Lady Thor form, but when she leaves that form, she's back to her cancer-ridden body.
Jesus, that
And
sucks.
yeah, so Natalie Portman says that that's the direction that they're going. Is
What a fucking
So
shit
maybe-
deal
Oh,
she
wow.
got. Like, no offense. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So maybe Kang pulls kind of like an
God,
ego?
but it's just like,
It totally could,
And-
because then he could come in and kind of make her worthy of taking the hammer and can kind of control things from there.
Is make her worthy of
Or-
taking the hammer? Is that a sexual innuendo, or am I just
Yes.
lost here?
no,
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 okay,
you're right.
cool.
Powerful,
Just
magical
checking.
hammer.
Just checking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a different movie.
You're taking the hammer tonight, honey.
That's a different
Yeah.
movie.
I mean, it's
Getting
just called
the
Thor
moment
Love
here.
and Thunder, so...
I'm gonna make you worthy.
Yeah, right.
fuck.
It is- The fact that the title of this movie is more like a porno, that has a porno
Mhm.
title, Love and Thunder.
Totally.
Like,
Love and
I feel like Korg should show up in like a pizza, like delivering a pizza. And be like,
The
Yeah,
director
or like
says
a
it's going to be,
though.
it's a love story. The director says it's a love story.
Well, then why is he kissing
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that
it's
pirate?
Well, I don't know. Like, he was also in like.
Yeah, it's
I don't
hammer
know,
time.
It could
What?
be part of his like.
Doom,
I'm
doom,
going off
doom,
to
doom.
explore. I don't know. It could be a dream. Who knows?
Because technically
I
he
think
is
he's-
broken up
yeah,
from
he's trying to
Jane
figure-
and
He is
moving
totally.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true. But I do see, like,
He's
deep
trying to
fake
find,
photos of
like,
them,
a-
like, on a date.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Not to be this person, but maybe it's not about love story. Like between himself and Jane. Maybe it's about the love story about his friends. Because even like Chris
That's true.
Pratt, like in the Guardians, was all like, "You just gotta look in the eyes of the people you love," and then Thor's just like,
Can we talk about his
Yeah.
eyes for a second?
love me.
"Yeah."
His
it's
eyes
Love
are
him.
the same
Beautiful.
color
Love.
now? His
Yeah,
eyes
that's
are the same
weird. Why are
color
they-
and really bright.
What happened?
Really pretty.
What
Real bright.
happened?
Real bright.
Does
What
it-
happened?
Doesn't he have a fake eye? Like
He's
what
supposed
happened
to.
to his like fake
Or
eye?
self-
isn't it?
And one
Yeah,
was,
you're
like, a
right.
different color, I
Yeah.
think.
And now I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Did this take place at a different time before the fake guy?
Mm,
Well, this
No,
is
it's
after.
after.
No.
Yeah, it's right after
Yeah.
Endgame where they
I
take
mean,
off together.
Like, hear me out. You know, you're a god. So,
Make an eye.
yeah. Just fucking
Maybe they
Like,
made
just
one of
manifest
as
it.
our-
think about it. Think about the eye.
Green guy wants us to listen to them.
Yes, green guy.
Oh, yes.
Green guy.
Yes.
Green guy.
We're listening.
I know
Yeah.
Thor
so
for
Listen to-
spoilers.
You know spoilers. Get
Is
out
he
of here.
screaming or
We
he
don't
just has the caps
tolerate-
locked?
Yeah.
We don't tolerate
Screaming,
legit
not caps lock.
spoilers here. This
Caps
is
lock,
just
caps lock.
theories
He's
and
just
fun.
excited. He's
Yeah,
just
series
excited.
only.
I do want to bring up, there is one shot that the internet is losing their mind over,
Okay.
a la like Spider-Man No Way Home style.
Okay.
There's the shot where the Guardians look like the ship is leaving and it's looking down at Thor and Korg.
Yes, there's
And there
somebody
clearly
missing.
looks like there's
Sorry.
a spot. There's a spot for somebody that should be there that
No,
they painted
stop.
out,
Captain
which is
Marvel.
obviously a big spoiler. I mean, I'm open. Like, can you bring that shot up,
Yeah.
Pagan?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And my first
So,
thought was, oh,
I-
that's
I'm
going to be
open-
Lady Thor, but then they
Yeah.
showed her.
Just here, you mean? Like here? Yeah, you're
Yeah, where
right.
it's
That
him
does
and
seem like a
Korg
weird
standing.
pan.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. It's
Honestly, I would love it if it was
Yeah.
Captain Marvel for
Captain
sure.
Marvel.
Could
Oh,
be.
that's interesting.
She's in space, and she's been, like, she's the one who was, like, saying, like, yeah, I'm the one who takes care of things up here, so
Yeah.
I could totally see that. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
even if it's for a second, like...
Or is it? Isn't What if it's like Howard the Duck or something like random?
Oh my gosh,
or,
please,
He
yes.
finally gets like some
Doesn't
action.
Alan
Yeah.
Tudyk? No, it's Seth Green. Seth
Loki
Green
in
plays.
chat, Beta
Seth
Ray
Green.
Bill in
Seth
chat.
Green
People
plays
are
Howard. Yeah, he
speculating.
voices.
I would
Speculating
love to
hard.
have Seth Green come back.
Bill.
Yeah,
Oh
City
yeah,
Hunter,
Beta,
it does
Beta Ray
belong
Bill.
to
That's
Disney
a good call,
now.
'cause-
This is a good call. I would never have picked up on that shot.
yeah.
I just thought that was the shot of Korg and Thor. But now that you say it, the framing.
You know,
is so
I
off.
wouldn't have thought about it,
Something's
but
missing.
the internet obviously can't leave anything alone. So
No, because they did
Twit-
the same
internet.
thing. They did
Ah,
the
the
same thing in
internet.
Endgame, where Pepper, they edited out Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where
And
Tom
so
Cruise
we
will
all-
stand.
Yeah, I mean,
That's where
That's where
at
Tom
this
Cruise
point,
will stand.
it's almost
nice,
like,
Matthew. Nice.
yeah, it might be
Brad
Tom
Pitt.
Cruise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah,
Fuck,
Brad
I didn't even
Deadpool.
think of
yeah.
that.
Dude, they need to bring back. They
Or,
hurry bring
NFT
Deadpool.
character.
Professor Xavier,
NFT character. Yeah, that's true.
Star Shark. I don't know.
Damn, I wonder who that could be. I would. How much would it suck though if we all went to that movie and there isn't actually anybody missing? It's just the
I
framing is
would
weird.
laugh so hard.
It's just Taika.
Just
a
messing
bad
with
paint job.
everybody. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just Taika Waititi
Yeah.
just messing with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That
Nice.
would totally
Yeah.
make sense.
Could be.
Well, I mean, it's sort of, it's on par with Marvel. It's almost like now you just assume they're going to paint out somebody and surprise you later, or misdirect you with like a shot that's in the trailer but that's not in the movie. So they want this.
So
They
listen,
want
what
us
do you have
talking
to-
about it. So it's
So do you have to watch? Do you think you have to watch Doctor Strange's multiverse before this?
I would almost guarantee it.
Like, what do you
If
need to
it's
watch
coming
before
out
this one?
If it's coming out
yeah.
so
You're gonna have to
close
watch Doctor
after-
Strange. It's coming out for this one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a
Yeah.
month. Like
Yeah, it's
barely a
coming out
month.
soon.
yeah, I don't know.
And
This
then in the
doesn't
whole
seem like
timeline
it
of
has
stuff,
anything to
where
do
does
with
this
what's
movie
going on
land?
with Doctor
It's
Strange?
coming out so close to each other that I would assume that it is. At least if it maybe ties to the end credits somehow. But I'm seeing it like day before it comes out, so I'll let you know if you need to see it.
True.
To me, this feels like when Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
What?
It really had nothing to do other than them finding the Infinity Stone. It really had nothing to do with like what was going on with Civil War at the time. You know,
Yeah.
like so. This to me feels like the Guardians of the Galaxy of phase whatever we are in 4, 5.
I think it's 4.
You know, where this is just he's out in space and they're doing space things, while meanwhile like the multiverse shit is going down and back on Earth. You know, like
And
it's,
eventually everything does
don't
end
know.
up tying together, even if it is in a small way, so it is worth seeing. But I agree that it's probably not everything is really gonna matter up until the end at least. But I
Sorry,
agree.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry, it just says camera disabled due to slow internet connection. Video still recorded.
What about Grouchy Pants?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, I got
your
that.
your internet.
Your internet.
How the
disabled.
hell we
Internet's
pay
bad.
internet in this fucking place?
I blame
Yeah.
Cox Communications.
Do I have a
For real.
photo of PJ somewhere? I don't.
True.
I have to
Okay,
work
so
with them
weird.
for work, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I don't think it's
I like
gonna matter in a big way.
It's awful. We pay so much money for shit. This show is not brought to you by Cox.
it's
It is not.
no, it's
It
not.
is not brought to you.
So how would one? I got one last question. How would someone reforge Thor's hammer? Like how would someone reforge Mjolnir? Like how does that?
That's
How was
the
that possible?
question.
I think if she was worthy,
Well, there
it
would-
would automatically like.
But they
pieces
did
would
do
just
that,
come
didn't they?
together.
Didn't Thor have to do one of them? Oh.
Well, he
Your
made.
internet's shitting
But
out.
what was the one where they had to go forge a new hammer?
Oh, they forged Stormbreaker.
I'm really that
That
bad?
was in
Or Stormbreaker.
And-
Sorry.
that it was.
Infinity War.
He built Stormbreaker. That's Thor's new
Yeah.
hammer that looks like an axe, like it's an axe
Mhm.
hammer.
Oh, got it.
Okay, but how cute
Yeah,
would it
that's right.
be if he
So-
plants the axe and it grows into a new Groot?
Aww,
He freaking
little mini
planted
Groot.
it!
Sibling. That's
I
true.
love how
Oh my
we're all
god.
just like, oh,
Aw.
it's nice.
Well, and
yeah.
no one's talking about like the parallel to like the shots of like the hammer and him walking off
And-
into the sunset to
and
like
Thanos?
Thanos?
Thanos's.
Yeah, Garnet?
like I don't know.
The sunrise
All
of
of
our
that felt
grateful
the same.
universe.
All of that felt the
Yeah.
same.
It's true.
And
Steph,
it
I
almost
just
felt like.
love you.
Oh,
Aw,
You're great.
guys.
We're like on the same page. I'm like you I was in chat like freaking out when you brought up the comic like shot by shot. I was like, I love her so much.
Yeah, totally.
No, sorry, that took me.
trying
that
to
took me a
learn
few
how to
minutes.
nerd.
I got
There
one
is-
last. Okay, so we don't have an answer to Hammer. That's fine. But is
Yeah.
my one last question, to you guys? Do you think this is Thor's last movie? Like this feels pretty.
No.
Like,
Standalone?
he's
If it
going
makes
to
money,
go off into the sunset. I don't know. I feel like this is like
If
I'm
it
off
makes
into
money-
the sunset. I'm gonna find my love,
Mm.
think-
and we're gonna hand this series off to Lady Thor or
I
I
Natalie
think if
Portman.
anything, it would be his
No
last
way.
standalone.
Yes.
Yes.
Because of your
Oh.
theory before of like, everybody else is gonna kind of have little cameos here and there, kind of like the Hulk. I think this is his last standalone, and the next ones are gonna be like possibly small cameos.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
I think you guys
nah,
are
if
right,
it makes
yeah.
money, there'll be another one.
It'll
also
make
a
money.
really good
I don't
It's a
know.
Taika Waititi film. And it's about
I-
Thor, and it's Marvel. So
Thor goes
Yeah.
Caribbean.
Like,
There's
yes,
a Pirates
I
of
would watch
Caribbean.
that.
There's
Yeah,
a pirate.
I love that movie.
There's a
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a moment.
There's even like a kraken
I-
or
I
something in the
think
Thor's
think
Christmas special. I could
Pirates,
watch
baby.
that. Thor's Christmas special. I could watch that.
Thor's
There is a
Yeah.
Guardian.
I
Isn't
think
there a
they've
Guardians?
taken this character
Didn't they do a Christmas thing?
as
I
far
think-
as it's gonna go.
Please.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think Thor or Chris Hemsworth was already pretty much done when.
Well, then that
like,
means they'll
around
just go back and do a
Ragnarok.
reimagining, start all over again.
Do you think that they would?
Gosh, I hope not.
They would segue.
Well,
to,
Multiverse,
like,
though.
That's where Natalie Portman comes in.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you think that they will do like standalone Natalie Portman films?
And that's why they have
No.
the multiverse, so they can pull somebody else in just with a different actor and call it, hey, multiverse. Oh no, we killed somebody like Loki that
Right.
everybody really loves. Multiverse. Now we could bring back Tom Hiddleston and make him
Yeah.
fall in love with himself. Oops.
Yeah, I don't think they would
Sorry,
do a
Pagan.
standalone.
It's okay. I
for,
guess I know now.
I
Mighty
still can't
Thor.
believe that you haven't seen it after
I'm
all
so
this
sorry.
time.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
my
been
own fault.
so long.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
that's fine.
It's that wasn't all the
Sure,
spoilers, but
sure.
it was great.
It's probably the main one, but that's alright.
All right. Before we go, everybody, make sure you
Fine,
go over to CouchSoup. Check out CouchSoup.
Yes.
Come be a member. There's lots of good free stuff, even there with the free membership. Please come and join us.
Yes.
What else we got, Drew?
We're actually doing our monthly Q&A
What else
tonight,
do we
or
have?
today
I-
at 3:30 p.m. PST.
Get
Yeah.
good.
What's
Couch
today?
Soup. So if you are a member,
Oh,
or
that
if
too.
you are not yet a member, you can sign up for free over on couchsoup.com/pro-member. I will link that in the chat. And we're going to go live on Circle, which is our community, our official community, at 3 p.m.
3 o'clock today, right?
3:30 p.m.
3:30.
Yeah.
We got Get Goods back,
Yeah.
right,
So if
Drew?
you guys have
Yeah.
questions,
Yeah.
Get Good. Yeah. Get Goods back. We started the Uncharted 4 kind of, sort of definitive
Not so
playthrough.
definitive.
It's pretty cool, guys.
Oh my gosh. so
Nolan North was back on Sunday's episode, giving us all the behind the scenes stuff. It's been great. I would expect more guests to be coming, so keep an eye out for announcements on when we're going to continue more of that playthrough on Get Good. Yeah, man, we're off to the races, guys, on CouchSoup. There's a lot of good stuff coming down the races, down the pipeline. So keep an eye out. We'll be updating you guys via our newsletter. So if you're not signed up, make sure you go to our website and sign up for the newsletter. We'll give you updates that way, or just check on our socials on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. So we're everywhere you are. So just click the like button and subscribe and all that jazz. So it'll be good for everybody. Is that a good sales pitch? Did I do good, guys? Did you like that?
Nailed
It was
it.
better.
It
I
was
like
a
it.
sales
Okay,
So-
subpar.
Get
It's the new
good, bro.
CouchSoup. I wasn't as mean. I wasn't as mean today,
Not
right?
yet. That's
I
coming up
wasn't as
with the
annoying.
next
I mean,
Was I?
I'll admit I was a little anxious about that. Like, I'm gonna come in and be just gonna shit all over everything.
No. We love a good Marvel movie. We love a good Thor.
I do
kinda like
love the input though. It's great, the back and forth.
I like having that reputation.
Congratulations.
That old guy's
PJ
such
was
an
just
asshole.
How can I become more of an asshole?
I'm the Simon Cowell of CouchSoup.
Yeah, you're Simon Cancelman.
Yeah.
Just don't get
Yeah.
a lot of plastic surgery.
There you go.
Oh, he's got a lot, eh? It's kind of a little bit like
He's got a
Yeah.
lot.
He's
that
sorry.
wasn't very good, was it?
He's done with it. He's
All right,
like, I can't do
all
anymore.
right, PJ.
You can't touch your face. And the minute you touch your face,
Yeah.
it's fucked. It's awful.
Yeah.
Melts.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
it's terrible.
Well,
All right.
thank you everybody for
Alright.
joining us.
Thanks
We hope you made
guys
you
for
laugh a
having
little
me.
bit.
Thank you, Erica.
Be good,
Thank you.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.